Here we go. Sunday Sleepers, El Cartel. Sleepers losing an early body off the break. Is that a second early body? They lose at least one, potentially two.
El Cartel making their way to that snake 50.
So getting there, and I mean...
And they lost someone from the D side.
Yep.
And the center.
Yeah, but Sunday Sleepers losing that D side player. Cartel getting that shot off from the 50 snake. I mean, that's definitely holding the zone well.
No, is that two bodies walking off from Sleepers?
A second body walked off. So Sleepers with 2 left. I believe Cartel with 3. I see. Well, Cartel loses another one. So unless the 50 snake might be alone. So if I'm Sleepers, like you gotta recognize. You gotta be talking to each other and be like, you definitely know that there's a 50 snake. Is there anything else on the field? Oh, he's getting greedy. Yep.
Who's that? Sleepers that conceded?
El Cartel concedes. Oh my God.
I thought he had it.
I mean, he definitely looked like he had it. I mean, that's just a poor decision by the coach. You know, I mean, like it's down to the one-on-one. Like you got to let him play that out.
And they had 2 mercies earlier, 3-0, so they had some wiggle room. So.
And plus, it's the first point of the match. It comes back to the conversation of experience.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You're in the right position. You shot one of the guys. Unless you truly thought that there was like 2 more bodies on the opposite side of the field, which there wasn't. You know what I mean?
There was plenty of time left.
Yeah,
8 minutes and 37 seconds.
We see it from the commentator spot that it wasn't, but still. 8:37 left on the clock, and he's at the 50. You gotta let him play. You gotta let him play. I mean, so Sunday Sleepers gifted with an early point. So let's see if they can turn it around, because they were just getting dinked out left and right.
And we're in X-Ball now, so they don't have another match in between. They just got the 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Sunday Sleepers going to the D2, but lost him.
No one went in the snake off break.
No one went. No. Cartel's in the snake.
Making their way to the 50.
Making their way to the 50, but they also lost the snake side player, so it's 4-on-4. No. Sunday Sleepers losing another, at least 1, if not 2 bodies. Oh, man. Cartel is just going to work, just moving up the field. Yep.
Yep. Is that just 1 body left for Sleepers in that W?
Yep, in that back center.
Okay. Bring your players down. Still a lot of time on the clock.
I guess he might have stepped out of bounds. Okay. good job for Cartel. I mean, they shot so many people either off the break or in the first 5 seconds of them being in their bunkers. So, I mean, it's as good as you're gonna get. And they got what, like 3 bodies almost pretty much in the first 10, 15 seconds.
Yep. All goes down to knowing the lanes and
Staying alive.
staying alive.
So if I'm Sunday sleepers, you definitely have to recognize that the first point was a gift.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You can't go in there with the enthusiasm of like we're doing well, we did well that point. Is like realistically, you didn't. And I think that this second point is just another wake up call. It's like, guys, we need to get it together. We need to be alive. We need to have 5 bodies alive. But if I'm El Cartel, it's like we keep doing what we're doing. It's working for us. All right, here we go. Cartel finally getting their last player out there. Oh, Sunday Sleeper's taking a little bit of a slip.
5 guns off break for El Cartel.
Sleeper's losing another early body. They gotta stay alive. But is Cartel gonna lose their back center player right here? Nope, he's clean. All right, so it's 5 on 4 for Cartel, and Cartel's in the 50 snake.
And they just lost another player, Sunday Sleepers from the D side.
Survivability. Players, you gotta play tight. You gotta stay hunkered in. You can't give up anything.
And they're in the 50, El Cartel.
So it's 5 on 3, I believe, right now, because they have Sunday Sleepers has somebody in the snake side corner. Cartel making a little shimmy into the middle of the snake beam, trying to find an angle. Exactly what you should be doing, playing it safe. But if I'm Cartel and Cartel dinks out the D side can of Sleepers, so now it's a 5 on 2.
And that's a crucial bunker.
Well, oh yeah, I mean the whole D side is blown out now.
Yeah.
But they gotta work as a team. They gotta work as a team now.
They are crossed up right now, which is what they need to be doing.
Oh, I meant more for Cartel. The
Oh, yeah.
ball is on the D side.
Yes.
Is in the D side's hand. Like he should be crawling down instead of like kind of getting gun up like that. Crawl down. There's nobody on the D side. Up and here he goes.
Here he goes. Takes out the tower.
Yep, and
Oh. Taken out by that Snakeside Dorito.
yep, he should have launched earlier. He should have launched sooner. Either launch sooner or you stay protected, and wait for the D side to clean it up.
And there we go. There's the towel. X-ball match at the end of the day. That's got to be a little bit rough. Got to flip it around. Got to flip it around
Yeah.
as quick as possible.
Yeah. Yes and no. It's about being prepped.
Yes.
I mean, X-ball used to be the way that games were played. You know what I mean? It's more about preparation. Do you have enough pods? Are they filled? Do you have a decent pit crew to get pods off the field and filling them, wiping people down, being close to the fill station to fill it up, being efficient with your time. So it's it's all very doable. It's really not that big of an issue. But if you're new to it, especially in D5 and you've never done true X-Ball before, yeah, it's a little bit of an uphill battle. But, I mean, Cartel 100% in the driver's seat this match. Sunday Sleepers, they're struggling to kind of get it together. They make their bunkers, but then they pretty much immediately die. You can't do that.
One by one, they drop out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about that point. What was that? Their first point or their second point when they were up 4-2, and then just one by one they
At the beginning of the day, yep, they were up. No, it was 5-2.
Yep.
It was 5-2, and they just kept. They weren't playing tight. They weren't working together, and they're just one by one getting dinked out.
Got to stay alive.
Yeah. You can't lose if you don't die. Most of the time. We saw that before. That it's not the case, but most of the time, you can't lose if you don't die. Okay, Sunday Sleepers makes it into the D2 and gets an early kill on Cartel. That's big. Cartel filling out of the back center into that Snakeside Aztec. Also, Cartel getting into that Dorito 2 we saw on the far side of the screen. But Sunday Sleepers going up into the D3 or the 50D. And Cartel making it all the way to the 50 Snake. Sunday Sleepers really don't know how to contest this. They're letting him get all the way up there and control the pace of the game. So, but they gotta Sunday Sleepers. They really need to get some pressure over on the Snake side so that he can be contested. Because as of right now, if I'm Cartel and I know that nobody's on the Snake side, I'm wrapping that 50 Snake. There's no reason to not be wrapping. See, because that is the move right there that he could have shot him trying to get out of.
And Sunday Sleepers just lost someone out of the D side.
Yeah,
so
it was in that
bodies.
D3 or the 50D.
Yeah.
But Sunday Sleepers in that Snake side Dorito, realistically, he never should have made it there. If I'm Cartel and I know that the Snake side's blown open on the wire, I'm looking for that wrap. You have to be. Oh, we got a ref running over on the D side for Cartel. So the question here is for Cartel is like he's holding the zone on the from the 50 Snake to on the D side, but who is he holding? Like what is the job that he's doing? And this is where our experience conversation comes into is like, yes, you're doing a job, but are you being efficient with the job that you're doing, or should you be looking to do something else? You need to be having the conversation with your back players like who is alive. So understanding that there's a D2 player, yep, yeah, and he probably just shot the D2 player. So doing his job, that's great to see. It's now 4-on-2, I believe. 4-on-2 or 3-on-2.
And a Cartel just pushed past the 50 into their D2.
Mm-hmm.
And he clapped out the Snakeside Dorito.
I think Cartel also dropped their body, and Sunday Sleepers
Lost
also
their last body on the D side.
Yep.
And there's a towel. 3 minutes left on the clock.
I mean, really, controlling the pace of the game every step of the way. Cartel they're doing exactly what they need to be doing. timeout for who though is really the question. So I have to assume that it's going to be Sunday sleepers. You know what I mean? Change the pace, change the momentum that Cartel has. You know what I mean? Refocus, realign, make them wait. I mean it's one of the things that as a coach that sometimes you want to do with your timeouts is like, do we really need the timeout? No. But also, do we want to change the pace of things? Yes. So, whoa. Was that a no point? Wasn't it? Weren't they on the same? Are they on the same side of the field as they were last time?
Yeah. Because that's where they hung it on that side.
Yeah. Yeah, they're playing on the same side of the field. They didn't switch. They didn't switch sides.
Yeah, because it was 2-1 last point.
Yeah, so I guess it was a no point.
Oh, penalty on El Cartel.
Yep. Yep. But Sunday Sleepers also lose. I see 1, 2 players gone. I see a third player gone for El Cartel. I see a third player gone for Sunday Sleepers. Another penalty. Oh, man. What's going on?
And Sleepers is going to... Wow. 2 penalties on El Cartel at 1 point.
Yeah.
That they shouldn't be there at this time of day.
No.
They played very clean paintball their first 2 points of the day.
Yeah.
And they just gave that to them.
Very, very surprised. Very shocking. All right, 2:31 left on the clock.
And that was a 30-second point before, so
Yeah.
they could very easily pull this out.
Another timeout. Unbelievable. So both timeouts already used.
Okay, 30 seconds. Oh, El Cartel. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. I thought they were starting down. But they got all 5 bodies in the box.
I mean, I could see them playing another point after this, but at the same time, like I could see it whittling down. I think it's going to come down to early deaths and any penalties happening. Cartel.
5 guns up for El Cartel.
Yep. Big middle push. Nobody going wide on the snake side at all. Sleepers. Yep. Losing a body off the snake side. It's a big death. So, I mean, if I'm Cartel, like you got to try to swing somebody into the snake.
Open a penalty on Sleepers.
Oh,
On the D side.
All day, just getting killed by penalties.
So now they only got 2 bodies left.
Yep, Cartel down the middle of the field, getting 1, getting 2.
And needs the buzzer.
Is he shot though?
I don't know. He didn't take any time to check himself.
Saying thumbs up.
Okay. Minute 43 left. There's a 45-second point. The last 2 points are under a minute, so they could easily do another point or two on this.
Yeah. So how are the brackets looking right now, since we got a pretty long break here?
Okay,
Who are the top seeds that we're seeing? We're seeing
Top Chef,
Top Chef,
undefeated.
and Chaos, also undefeated.
El Cartel is the third with this. Oh, but they're down. Wait, I thought El Cartel won that one. Why does it say Sunday Sleepers did?
There's an issue with the scoreboard.
Okay. El Cartel and Enemy of the State are.
So really what it is here is that El Cartel wins, they're definitely in. If they lose, the question turns into, do Walk-On Warriors take El Cartel's spot or Enemy of the State spot?
It's close. We have to see how.
I think El Cartel, I think they just, even if they lose, I think that their average margin is still going to be more than 1. So they're going to be, whether they take the number 3 seed or the number 4 seed, I think is really the question for them.
Okay, so you said there's an issue with the scoreboard there then.
30 seconds. 10 seconds.
All right, here we go. All right, conservative breakout on the Snake side for both teams, but taking a lot of ground on the D side. And El Cartel making it over into the Snake. Sunday Sleepers also on the Snake side. It looks to be in that Snake side corner, but Sunday Sleepers also losing a body, making it 4 on 5. So
Ref's going to check out another player on Sunday Sleepers.
El Cartel having a lot of great spots, being in that 50 Snake, and it looks to be that Dorito Wedge, and I believe also, is that the Dorito 2, maybe? So, but Sunday Sleepers diving into the Dorito 3, taking some more ground. I mean, he realizes that he needs to take action, and he's got to start producing some kills. But El Cartel walking, getting
Just took
1,
out
2, just walking up the field. Yep. If I'm them, you just wait until under 10 seconds to hit it. There's no reason to try to play another point.
Yeah, and they hit it.
See, that right there, you don't need the margin. You just need to win. You go under 10 seconds, you don't have to play another point. Now you have to play another point. And can they win an 18-second point? Yeah. Is it going to matter? No. But from a budgetary standpoint, it's like you're going to be shooting more paint. You know what I mean? Do you really need to?
And you're dragging your players out there, risking tiring before they go into playoffs.
Yeah.
Rest your players.
Yeah.
Yeah, something's wrong with the scoreboards. That it should be El Cartel 4-2, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully they.
If I'm El Cartel, like I'm looking at the scoreboard and having a conversation with the scorekeeper for sure. Because what most people don't know, especially at this division, is that you need to sign the score sheet at the end of each of your match to confirm that you agree with the score. Because once you do that, you can't change the score after that.
That's a third timeout.
I don't know, man.
Unless one of them wasn't, but it definitely.
2 minutes.
All right.
18 seconds left.
Yep, last point. I mean, if I'm Sunday Sleepers, like, die on your sword, see if you could put the point up, because you're not going to play another point. But this is for pride. I mean, and you can see the guys; they're not wearing their packs and everything.
They're going to run down the field.
Yeah, I mean, it's what you got to do.
There he is, running down the 50. Running down past the 50. And there we go.
That's the game.
There goes the prelims.
Okay, so looking at the brackets when we come back, semifinal matches. Our top 4 teams are Top Chefs, New York Chaos, Enemy of the State, and it should be El Cartel playing in semifinals.
Okay, we'll be back after this commercial message.